What is up? I'm here today to talk to you guys about the actual matrix. We live in what's called a holographic reality. I don't know if you noticed all the scientists, all the major conspiracy people, or they're not even conspiracies anymore, but all the people that are of significance in this industry, I guess you could say, they're all talking about holographic reality, and it didn't make sense to me. I'm like, what the hell are you talking holographic? That's just crazy, but I finally did enough research and listened to the right people, and I finally think I figured it out, or I got it. So I'm gonna try to explain it to you guys. Um, the Matrix is it's an actual thing. So 12,500 years ago, the reptilians were they just blew up Tiamat, which was a huge thing, man. It was like the worst thing anybody could have ever done. The reptilians were basically responsible, and so they blew up a whole planet, man. They killed I don't know how many tons of millions of people, and it just ruined things for a long time. So that was about 12,500 years ago. Uh, yeah, this is about the draconians. I have to speak it. So I'm gonna turn this down. Draconians. Hang on, let me turn it down. Okay. Project onto other realms. Draconians are firm believers that they were the very first residents of this universe and it belongs to them. They feel a total superiority over every other race, especially the humans. They are cold-blooded creatures without emotion like humans. They are built to fight, with bodies that indicate it, even emitting a pungent odor that is meant to weaken its enemies. It is common for them to teach their children from a young age that humans are the waste products of the universe. Though they don't emotionally attach to their young, letting them mostly fend for themselves, it is their belief that if a child cannot survive on its own, they are weak and deserve their fate. They are a hierarchical race, take it very seriously, fighting for more meaningful spots in their clan. They are the fiercest tyrannical warriors in the universe. Their life is a never-ending conquest for power and control. They've conquered countless planets covertly from the inside. They are fiercely intelligent manipulators and puppet masters. Their primary means of attack are something that evolution civilized by dumbing them down and controlling them from afar. They do this for humans as food, resources, and underground territory. All the while, the population is unaware that they are being manipulated and controlled. They don't plan for immediate results. They plan everything out meticulously to guarantee their success. They wish to alter our consciousness, preventing us from ascending into the grandeur of the universe. It's been said that they have ruled over Earth from behind the cosmic curtain through three of something on our planet. There exists a small group of enlightened draconians that have escaped to live peacefully or have ascended themselves. These enlightened draconians want us to remember to judge an individual, not the race at large. They actively participate in breeding programs. Yeah. With humans at their whim. They enter and control the minds of lower vibrational individuals who have been compromised by negative abuse and gluttonous acts. Their craft hide in dimensions, time pockets not known to man, but known and carefully watched by the Galactarian alignment. That's the Draconians, man. They are fucking something else. But that's not every Draconian race. That's just the ones that are bad, that are stuck here on the planet. So yeah. Um, and they were finally in a spot on what was now broken off from Tiamat Earth. And the Galactic Federation knew they were there, so they took this as a chance to trap the reptilians. And um, so um, so this is about the time before the moon. I'm gonna read it. So it says, the ancients may have given us the answer. While you probably didn't get much education about this, multitude of cultures the world over refers to what is called the time before the moon. The list of those who have written about this begins with many well-known ancient Greek writers and philosophers, including Aristotle and Plutarch. There's even reference to the time when there was no moon, before the cataclysm, and certain inhabitants were known as proclincias, which means those that were before the moon. But this expression was used elsewhere. The Colombian legends say in the earliest times when the moon was not yet in the heavens. In Africa, the Zulu tribe tells the legend that the moon is an egg with its yolk removed, brought here from far, far away by non-terrestrial dragons who placed it into orbit. Their legend says the earth turned over when it was brought here, causing cataclysms and a great flood, nearly wiping out humanity. So that was just a little thing about the time before the moon. I thought it was interesting. The Matrix is a technological and mind control of people on Earth. They are computers in the moon, and they are holographically showing us things in order to control the masses, as well as feed off of our energy, negativity, and pain. Now that's a twofold. So, in the 1960s, the reptilian race got physical control of the computers and hacked them. They took over the computers and changed the Matrix program. In the time of King Akhenaten, he started worshiping Solar, the sun. Okay, I'm not going to go into the time about the King Akhenaten and what happened, but basically what happened was he was expelled from his kingship because he started to worship Solar, and he walked the desert for 40 years. And after 40 years, he went to his elder, which was a reptilian, and he asked, what should I do? What can we do? And they came up with a plan. And their plan was they came up with total domination over the inhabitants of the Matrix, which was the inhabitants of Earth. And here, let me get the facts here. Hang on. So their total domination idea was to, and this coincides with also what the Bible says. So one, technological mind control over the people of Earth. Lunar computers on the moon are holographic reality, showing us things in order to control the masses as well as to feed off of our energy. The reptilian race hacked or took over the computers in the 1960s, and they came up with their plan. Their plan was the way the Matrix and the reptilians. Okay. Sorry. Their hack consisted of the implementation of the monsters with 3 horns. That's, what the Bible in Revelation says. The monster with 3 horns is Christianity, 1, 2, Judaism, and 3, Islam. They're variants of the same lies. They're just tailored for different groups of people. Once the people were subdued, the other 3-horned monster is A, the Vatican, religious control over the people, B, Washington, military control over the people, and C, London, financial control over the people. Global system of control made up of government, able to implement and control false reality based on imposed ideas of how things work. Keeping us as slaves, they control us and feed off of us. So not only do they feed off of us here in the Matrix, but when we die, they come to us and convince us that we need to come back to Earth to fix our quote-unquote karma, and we come back and they feed off of us more, and they do this for forever, for eons. So we just keep coming back, and they can feed off of us, and and where we're stuck in this matrix-based reality that is, it keeps us. It's meant to keep us down, meant to keep us hurt, meant to keep us in pain, because they feed off of it.